So, we've got a pretty big challenge ahead of us.
Yeah.
All 7 Harry Potter books.
Wow.
Looks like someone's ready for a real deep dive into the world of magic.
Definitely.
I think they want us to really break down the main story and then,
Huh? Yeah.
hit on those key moments that show us who the characters really are.
Absolutely.
And, of course, maybe uncover some of those hidden gems that Rowling tucked away.
It's amazing how much detail she put into this world,
It really is.
Not just following the plot, but seeing how the characters and even the themes
Oh, yeah.
change and grow over 7 books.
Are you ready to head to Hogwarts? Platform 9 3/4 and all that.
Let's go.
All right, so
Let's start at the beginning.
Harry's childhood, right, not exactly the most normal upbringing. The Dursleys, they
Are something else.
really try to squash anything out of the ordinary.
They do. It's like this almost a fear of magic.
Yeah.
Like they're trying so hard to keep it hidden, keep it suppressed.
Make you wonder, huh? Yeah.
Is that like a reflection of how we sometimes fear the things we don't understand?
Could be.
They really try to force Harry into their little box of normal.
Right.
Even telling him that Hogwarts letter was a mistake.
Exactly. That denial.
Oh, gosh.
It's
yeah.
crucial to understanding Harry. They're denying him magic, but they're also denying him his true identity.
And then Hagrid shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about a grand entrance.
He just bursts in, doesn't he?
Breaks down the door literally and tells Harry the truth.
The truth about who he really is. A wizard.
And a pretty famous one, too.
Right? And that description of Harry with his mother's eyes?
Yes.
It just immediately makes you curious about his parents.
It's like planting a seed
Yeah.
that grows and grows throughout the whole series.
Definitely.
Okay, but then we get to Diagon Alley. I mean, come on.
That was
A
magical.
whole hidden marketplace full of magic and wonder.
It's incredible how Rowling uses those little details.
Yeah.
The sights, the smells, the sounds.
Yeah.
You can practically smell those potions in the apothecary. Makes you wish you could go shopping there.
For sure. The books in Flourish and Blots.
Oh, and
All those old spell books.
yeah.
And then Hogwarts itself.
Oh, Hogwarts.
The castle, so majestic, so much possibility.
And finally, an escape from the Dursleys.
For sure.
That sorting ceremony, though.
Yeah.
The sorting hat deciding where each student belongs.
It's more than just personality quizzes, though, isn't it?
Right. It's about their values.
Bravery, loyalty, wisdom, ambition, all represented in the houses.
I remember how the hat took so long with Harry.
Oh, I remember. It sensed both that courage, but also that connection to dark magic.
So much foreshadowing.
So much.
And then their first year at Hogwarts. I mean,
It's a whirlwind.
potions class with Snape.
Ooh, Snake.
He definitely wasn't Harry's biggest fan right off the bat.
He had his reasons, though.
Oh, yeah.
His history with Harry's father, his own time at Hogwarts, all those tangled emotions.
Definitely more than just a mean teacher.
For sure.
It makes you wonder, though, right? What's his story?
Makes you think
And then there's the mystery of the Sorcerer's Stone.
Voldemort's after it. That's a problem.
Right. It's supposed to be super powerful, like the key to immortality.
If Voldemort wants that power, he craves it.
Makes sense why he'd go after it.
Yeah, and this quest, it throws Harry and his friends
Ron and Hermione?
into these crazy challenges.
Yeah.
Tests their courage, their cleverness.
A 3-headed dog. A giant chess set.
The Forbidden Forest.
All in their first year.
Right. It sets the stage. It shows you the kind of danger and the triumphs that are to come.
And then their first encounter with Voldemort.
He's weak, but still terrifying.
It leaves you with so many questions.
How did Harry survive as a baby? What's that connection between them? It's a mystery that keeps you hooked.
Absolutely. Then in years 2 and 3, that connection, it gets even deeper.
Yeah,
Harry finds out he can speak Parseltongue.
the language of snakes.
Not your average skill.
Definitely not. And it's often associated with powerful dark wizards.
Which doesn't really help those rumors about Harry, right?
No, it fuels those doubts about his potential for darkness.
It's like that internal struggle.
Yeah, is he destined for greatness or something darker?
And then Hagrid's arrest and Sirius Black escaping.
Also-
Everyone thinks he betrayed Harry's parents.
Right. But it makes you think about those hidden truths,
Yeah.
about not always believing what those in authority tell you.
Is Sirius really guilty? What's the real story?
It's like a puzzle where the pieces keep moving,
Definitely keeps you guessing.
and then year 4,
Oh, boy.
the Triwizard Tournament.
Talk about a curveball.
It pulls Harry into a whole new level of danger.
Dragons and merpeople and a spooky maze.
Not your average school trip.
But each task,
Yeah.
it pushes Harry to face his fears, to trust his instincts.
It's like a trial by fire.
It really makes him grow into the wizard he needs to be.
It has to.
And then, of course, Voldemort returns.
Yeah.
That changes everything. Things are going to get a lot darker.
Much darker.
And we'll talk all about that in part 2 of our deep dive. So, Voldemort's back.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
The whole series takes on a darker tone.
The stakes are definitely higher now.
It's not just school rivalries anymore.
No, this is a fight for the wizarding world.
Of everything.
Exactly. And you see how that conflict spills into the political scene.
Yeah, the Ministry of Magic.
Right, Cornelius Fudge and the others.
Uh-huh.
They just refuse to believe Voldemort's returned.
Like they'd rather ignore the problem than face it.
It's almost like they're more afraid of the truth than they are of Voldemort.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
It does. About how institutions sometimes cling to power, even when it means putting people at risk.
You see that in the real world, too?
All the time.
How those in charge can twist the narrative?
Use fear to silence anyone who disagrees.
Like how they try to discredit Dumbledore and Harry.
Exactly. Making them out to be the bad guys.
And then they bring in Umbridge?
Oh, Umbridge.
As the defense against the dark arts teacher.
Talk about adding insult to injury.
She's all about rules and order.
On the surface.
But underneath,
she's terrifying.
A real authoritarian.
Yeah, remember those punishments?
Oh gosh, making students write lines that cut into their skin.
It's a reminder of how easily rules can be twisted into something cruel.
And in the middle of all this, Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
They decide to take action.
They form Dumbledore's army.
To learn real defense magic.
To be ready to fight back.
It's a powerful symbol of resistance.
Young people standing up for what's right.
Even when it's dangerous.
And they're not alone, right?
No. You've got the Order of the Phoenix, too.
Adults fighting against Voldemort and his Death Eaters.
Different generations united against a common enemy.
It shows Harry that he has support.
People who believe in him.
People willing to risk their lives for him.
And then Sirius.
Oh, yeah.
His death.
It's heartbreaking.
He finally had a chance to be a father figure to Harry.
And then it's ripped away.
It shows the true cost of this war.
It really does. And then that prophecy in the Department of Mysteries.
Neither can live while the other survives.
Talk about pressure.
Knowing that he's destined to face Voldemort.
And potentially die.
It's a heavy burden.
In Book 6, we see Dumbledore preparing Harry.
For that final confrontation.
Trying to find those Horcruxes.
Pieces of Voldemort's soul hidden in objects.
It's such a dark concept.
Like he's trying to cheat death.
But each Horcrux,
yeah,
it reveals a part of Voldemort's past.
You see those glimpses into what made him the way he is?
His childhood, the orphanage, his obsession with dark magic.
It all just makes you feel sorry for him.
Like maybe things could have been different.
If he'd made different choices.
Experienced love instead of hate.
Maybe. And then at the end of Book 6?
The betrayal.
Snape killing Dumbledore?
It's such a shock.
It makes you question everything.
Was Snape really on Voldemort's side all along?
What was his true motive?
And how can Harry possibly face Voldemort without Dumbledore?
He's on his own.
All these questions lead us into the final book.
Where Harry has to confront his destiny.
Fight or surrender.
Make the ultimate choice.
Dumbledore's gone, and Harry, he's got a tough road ahead.
Yeah, Book 7, it really throws him into the deep end.
Hunting for those Horcruxes.
On the run, all the time. No safety net.
Danger around every corner.
It's amazing, though, how their friendship stays strong.
You'd think all that pressure would tear them apart.
But it doesn't. It shows how strong those bonds are.
Forged in the fire, so to speak.
Facing danger together, you know.
Bickering, yeah, getting frustrated, sure.
But they never give up on each other.
And Harry, he has to learn to make his own decisions.
No Dumbledore to guide him anymore.
He has to trust his own gut.
This is where he really becomes a leader.
Tough choices sometimes with not enough information.
He has to learn to trust his friends to inspire them.
Because it's not just about beating Voldemort, is it?
No, it's about what comes after.
Building a better world.
It's incredible how the series balances all this.
This huge battle between good and evil.
But also a story about love and loss and free will.
Choices.
Yeah, think about all the choices Harry makes.
Being a Hogwarts, choosing Gryffindor.
Facing Voldemort over and over.
Those choices, they make him who he is.
And it's not just Harry. Everyone faces these choices.
Snape protecting Harry.
Draco breaking free from his family.
Choices that reveal their true character.
And then there's sacrifice.
Lily giving her life for Harry.
That echoes through the whole series.
Other characters sacrifice too.
Dumbledore, Sirius, even Snape in his own way.
It shows that even in a magical world, there's a price to pay.
Fighting for what's right. Sometimes it means giving up something precious.
Facing fears, too.
Oh yeah, Harry's always facing fears.
Outsiders, Dementors, Voldemort.
He doesn't shy away. He confronts them head on.
That's such a powerful message.
Courage isn't about not being afraid.
It's about doing what needs to be done even when you are.
Exactly. And the series explores different kinds of love, too.
The love between friends,
Absolutely.
parents' love,
Lily's love for Harry. It literally saved him.
that protective charm.
Voldemort can't understand that, can he?
Love is his blind spot.
He thinks it's weakness,
Tries to rule through fear.
but in the end, love wins out.
That final battle at Hogwarts, it's not just spells and creatures, it's about these big ideas.
Love versus hate.
Hope versus despair.
And Harry and Voldemort face to face.
You see the power of love and sacrifice.
Harry's ready to die to protect the people he cares about.
That's what defeats Voldemort.
Love isn't weak.
It's the strongest force there is.
So we've covered a lot of ground.
7 books worth.
What stands out to you?
I think for me, it's how the Harry Potter series manages to be both exciting and thought-provoking. You know, it's an adventure, but it's also about the human spirit and what really matters in life.
Beautifully said. It makes you think about your own choices, how you face your fears, what you'd fight for.
It's more than just a story about magic.
It's a story about us. Thanks for joining us on this journey.